Hello and good afternoon. Power burn has been a growing source of natural gas demand, but it faces some headwinds further down the road. You can see in 2020 that power burn was 30.5 BCF a day, a record, and we've generally been in an uptrend. 2017 was an exception to that. Power prices were higher that summer year on year, and that accounts for a lot of the decline that you see there. Let's look at power generation by fuel source. You can see that gas has been gaining share and is in 2020 was almost 40% of generation. Renewables, hydro, solar, wind, they've been getting share as well, and nuclear has been flat. So really coal has been the big loser. Coal used to be almost 35% of generation 5 years ago. It was the largest source of generation, and now it is just about 20%. Most of coal's loss of share is due to economic reasons rather than regulatory reasons. Coal can't compete with the economics of combined cycle gas plants or with renewables. And we see that in this chart that shows a decade-long declining trend in coal fleet capacity factors. Essentially, utilizations used to be above 65%, and now in 2010, and now they are below 40%. This means a lot of coal plants are uneconomic. Natural gas combined cycle plants, on the other hand, you can see have been seeing rising capacity factors, and in recent years, they're holding above 55%. Let's look at coal retirements, because those have been such a big driver of these changes. In 2021, coal retirements are set to slow markedly. We're only going to see about 3 gigawatts of capacity retired. That compares to an average of about 10 a year for the last 4 years. So coal retirements are slowing. One interesting thing is that nuclear retirements will be an all-time record in 2021 at 5 gigawatts of capacity. There are a couple of plants in Illinois and one in New York that are going to be retired. So together, coal and nuclear will still see about 9 gigawatts of retirements this year, and that will be helpful for gas. But longer term, generally speaking, coal retirements are going to be lower than we've seen in past years. Let's look at now, finally, at capacity additions. Natural gas is still adding some capacity, albeit at a little bit of a slower pace, but we're looking at 7 gigawatts of capacity this year, similar to last year. Really, the growth in capacity is all in renewables. You can see in these green bars, solar and wind added over 30 gigawatts in 2020, and 2021 is going to see something similar. In fact, 2022 and 2023 will likely see also 30 gigawatts or more. These green bars don't represent all FID projects. They represent those that are further down the road and make it into the EIA's queue of planned projects, but they'll be revised upward down the road. So 30 gigawatts a year of solar and wind capacity is quite a big number. Eventually that will affect the gas market when coal and nuclear stop ceding so much share. That's not going to be this year, but maybe 2022 and further down the road. Just the back of the envelope math on 30 gigawatts of capacity, if that were to take away gas demand 1 for 1, you'd be looking at a BCF to 1.5 BCF a day of demand. And again, we don't think you're ever going to see that full number, and you're going to see almost nothing this year, but it's something that we are going to keep an eye on going forward. Thank you.